And Assalamualaikum to all my friends and our beautiful lecturer, Madam Ati Arani Binti Salim. We are from DAT 3B December 2020 and the subject is about cost and management accounting 1 and the code of subject is EPA 30073. So, actually, my friends and I is very excited for today because we are going to present about the difference between method and technique of costing. It sounds great, right? That's why we also excited. So, but before we are go so far, we are gonna introduce ourselves, and I will go first. My beautiful name is Nadia Natasha Binti Johari, and you guys can call me Natasha. And my metric number is 06D8019F2007.
Hi, my name is Sirajuddin bin Mat Rahim and my matrix number 06D8019F2025.
Hi, my name is Muhamad Hakim bin Muhammad Zulkarnain and my metric number is 06D8019F2017.
Assalamualaikum. Hi, my name is Azly Laily binti Abdul Aziz and my metric number is 06D8019F2043.
Okay, that's all from my friends, my cute friends, and I really love them so much because they are so funny and sporty. So, without waste so much time, I will explain at this slide, which is index, where we can see there had 4 topics to explain, and the first is cost accounting by Nadia Natasha, which is me. And second, methods of costing. The presenter is Sirajuddin. And technique of costing by Muhammad Hakim. And the last one is different between methods and technique of costing by Azly Laily. So we move to the next slide, which is I will start first. I will explain the cost accounting. Okay, so the cost accounting is the methods or types of costing that refer to the technique and process employed in the ascertainment of costs. And there are different methods of costing for different industry, which is the method of costing to be used in a particular concern depends upon the type of manufacturing and nature of industry. In addition to the method of costing, there are certain techniques of costing which are used along with any of the method. These techniques serve the special purpose of managerial control and policy. Okay, and methods and technique of costing plays a very important role in cost accounting. But there is a difference between the method and technique of costing. So to know more information about methods and technique of costing, we will go to the next presenter and he will explain to you about more information. So here we go to the next presenter, which is Sirajuddin.
Hello, I'm Sira and I want to talk about method of costing. Method of costing is used to determine the cost of final product. There have 2 type of method. Remember, first one is specific order costing method and the second one is continuous operation costing method. Okay, for the first one is specific order divided into 4 costing and continuous operation costing divided into 6 costing. Okay, for specific order costing method, it divided into 4. First, job costing. Second, contract costing. third, batch costing, and last, target costing. Job costing is cost is non-repetitive, non-comparative, and for a short period of time. Maknanya kerja yang dia tak berulang dan ambil masa dalam jangka masa pendek je. Okay, second, contract costing. Use where the work of job is big level and long time periods. Usually like use in big construction project of highway or buildings. Okay. Third, batch costing means the small process orders to produce a product. Biasanya batch costing ni nak menghasilkan suatu produk dalam batch by batch. Example like pharmaceutical companies, biscuit companies, and a lot more. And last, target costing. Used in those companies where the total cost is ascertained before starting the process. Okay. Itu adalah specific order cost method. Ada 4, ingat tu. Okay. For the second method is continuous operation costing method and divided into 6. What? First, process costing. Second, single output or union costing. Third, operational costing. Fourth, operating costing. Fifth, departmental costing. And last is multiple costing. First, process costing is used to calculate the cost of different process to produce a product. Maknanya different proses lain-lain and untuk menghasilkan satu produk. In this, cost per unit of each process is calculated. Okay. Second, single output. Only cost of a single product is ascertained, which firm produce. Kata mudahnya, total overall cost of a product is determined in this type of costing. Okay. Third, operational costing. Used in those companies where the production is continuous for a long time. Example like cement company, biscuit company. Okay. Fourth, operating costing. Used by those companies who provide single or multiple services rather than the product. Okay, in this method is each service is calculated so as easy to know the cost of all the services and also helps in comparison. Okay, the fifth one is departmental costing. Okay, and last is multiple costing. Type of costing method it is a type of costing method in which different costing methods are used for the same product. Maknanya dia guna untuk pengiraan costing yang berbeza tapi untuk same product. Okay. Ingat, method of costing has 2. First, specific order costing method, and second one is continuous operation costing method. Thank you.
Now I will be present the technique of costing. There are basically 5 techniques of costing. The first one is historical cost. Historical cost record all transactions at their original cost, that means purchase price, and shown in the accounting report at their historical, that means original cost. For example, that a herbal medicine company purchased a piece of land for growing herbs on it, paying 25,000 in cash. The company will enter 25,000 as the cost of the land in its accounting record. In a booming real estate market, the fair market value of the land 5 years later might be 35,000. Although the market price of the land has significantly increased, the amount entered in the balance sheet and other accounting record would continue unchanged at the cost of 25,000. Second, standard costing. In the costing technique, Firstly, standards are determined for the production. After setting standard, the production starts cost incurred. After the production, firm compare the actual cost and the standard cost resulting from those, find out the deviation and at last profitability. For example, let's say the direct labor rate is 15 ringgit and the direct labor standard hour per unit is 10 hours. This would mean the standard cost for direct labor is 150. Next, the marginal cost. In marginal costing, additional output is produced to see the overall change in the total output and the profit. The formula of marginal costing is marginal cost equal sales minus contribution. For example, if a company needs to build a new factory in order to produce more goods, the cost of building the factory is a marginal cost. The amount of marginal cost varies according to the volume of the good being produced. Next, direct costing. In this technique of costing, costs are included which are directly associated with the production, labor, and expenses. For example, of direct costing are direct labor, direct materials, piece rate wage, and manufacturing supplies. Example of indirect costs are production, supervision salaries, quality control costs. Lastly, the absorption costing include the contradiction of the direct and indirect costs, fixed and variable costs, product or process into product pricing as well as product costing.
Okay, next I will present about difference between method and technique of costing. There are three different between costing method and costing technique. Number one, meaning costing method are used to ascertain the cost of different needs of company, whether for the job, batch, process and each other, while costing technique are used to ascertain and control the cost. Number two, include specific order costing method and continue operation costing method for the costing method, while costing technique use costing, absorb costing, standard costing and marginal costing. Last but not least is a purpose. For costing method, to provide the calculation method of costing according to the needs of company, while costing technique they provide the way or technique to calculate the costing, whether direct costing, uniform costing and each other. Okay, that's all our group presentation today. We hope you can enjoy our presentation and can get benefit from it. Thank you.